that's why I work in, this concept around allostatic load, because molds can be considered an environmental toxin. It's like in our homes, in our environment, in our gyms, and our workplaces, and can be considered a chronic infection, which would be the more the fungal yeast issues that are inside of us. It's fungal infection. So too much too quickly or too little too long, where we never address this fungal imbalance, and that can tip us over our critical line of overwhelm. And this is Dr. And real quick, this is why I work in this environmental, space, is because the cells have a cell danger response and they can't get into cell safety when we're constantly being bombarded with new stressors like toxins, like infections, like metals, like pollution. 90% of chronic disease is driven by the environment outside of us, and the environment that's going on inside of us, and not our genome, which is our genetics. So, Reagan, you've already know this slide very well, but this is where I always ask people, I'm like, okay, Reagan and Terry, have you ever eaten peanuts, had a piece of grain, a dried fruit, ever taken a round of antibiotics, ever had a glass of alcohol, or enjoyed a cup of coffee, or went on a tropical vacation? Go ahead and put in the chat if you've done any of these things. I sure hope you have, because that means you're human and that you're living, for God's sakes. So, um, this is, you might be giggling, but we've all been exposed to mold. So mold in a word is everywhere, but it's not all bad. So we come in contact with mold every single day of our lives, and we, love and willfully ingest a lot of these things, except for maybe antibiotics. So there's no way to get around it. But is your immune system reacting to the mold, or do you have too much going on?